Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K TV and NBA 2K21, where everything is game. We're gonna have interviews, community, game tips, competition, and so much more, including everyone's favorite.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, it's all yours.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, DA. It'll be scary. Thanks. We're looking forward to the center matchup tonight, Doris. What do you expect to see from these guys inside?
Well, I think there's a requisite physicality in there, certainly. At the same time, there are greater demands on big men, Kevin, than we have ever seen before. Yes, they have to be rim protectors. Yes, they have to control the paint. But now those bigs are asked to defend in space, to guard on the perimeter. Kevin, you know this. That's a tall task.
So the Nets starting five. Harrison Barnes is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jackson. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. And for Chicago, we've got Otto Porter Jr. Also, Michael Porter's out there. The Cobra out there with Porzingis. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Jackson misses. Oh, Porter in position. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Giannis is running. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. One-on-one fast break. Barnes grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Here's Caruso. His last outing, he had 8 points. High arcing shot. He lays it in.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Barnes against Porter. The pass to DiVincenzo. Here's the Cobra. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The drive by Jackson. Basket good.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Here's Porzingis. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
There's the lob at Kumbo. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Here's the Cobra, guarded by Jackson. The Cobra offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Outside Porter. Here's DiVincenzo. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the Cobra. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Nets leading by 3. Right side Jackson. Back to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pass to Porter. To the paint. Porter trying to free himself up. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Outside Aldridge. Pass to Caruso. Back to Aldridge. Shoots. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Aldridge's shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Brooklyn with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Antetokounmpo kicks to Jackson. No good that time. And it's Chicago the other way. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So what you look for in the first game, 1, does one team make a statement? And 2, how does the other team react to that? Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
George, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across Greg all-stat category.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Outside Aldridge. Outside Antetokounmpo. Launches it. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. A look at Chicago. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Brooklyn They're 7th best in the conference.
And right now for Brooklyn, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
I do think they're capable of more than what they've given so far. If this coaching staff gets them right on track, and once they get a few more games under their belt, the wins will start to come.
Pass to Aldridge. Over Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trends, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line? Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And that the Nets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
They've got Porzingis, the Cobra out there with Harrison, and it's Cornet in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Nunn. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Out to the right wing. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And Henson pulls it down. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Caruso, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Barnes passes to Nunn from deep three-point range, and the Nets miss again.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A drive by Barnes, and he uses the glass on the layup. Barnes has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, tremendous drive by Harrison Barnes. You know, so often he's played to shoot that, but he can put it on the deck and fly by you.
Porter passes to the Cobra. Back to Porter. The pass to Harrison. Here's the Cobra. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Pass to Barnes. Pass to Caruso. Here's Aldridge. And the shot is long.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Floyd. Another one falls for Chicago.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Nunn passes to Aldridge. Passes it to Nunn. Knocked away. Over Porter. 11 feet out and he hits it. Nunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
There's the pass to the Cobra. Out to the right wing. He kicks it to Porter. Tries again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Love the mentality for Porter. Gets inside and goes right at the defender.
It's his first trip to the line.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
And the first one at the line is good. And Coach Jim Boyd. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Harrison, shots definitely falling in the first half. How did you guys get it going?
Just us playing off each other, trying to get to the basket, trying to work it around. When this balance scoring like we have tonight, everyone tries to feed off each other.
Strength in numbers, right? Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side. Guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Reggie Jackson, Antetokounmpo out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Caruso in at the 2 guard.
One shot.
one drops. He ties it up.
One of the things I love about the Brooklyn Nets is the culture that's being created with this franchise. They are punching above their weight. There's no quit in this team. There is so much to like.
Here's the Cobra. Pass to Porzingis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
And Doris, you talk about the resilience of this Nets team. How about their 25-point fourth-quarter comeback last season against Sacramento?
Kev, they become only the fourth team to overcome that big a deficit in the shot clock era. This Nets team is not invincible, but I promise you they're going to make you work for every single thing you get.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
Well, you have got to love the versatility of Kristaps Porzingis. Unbelievable shooting touch at 7'3", can also be a monster on the defensive end. Good luck, future of the NBA.
Pass to Giannis. Barnes outside. From deep. Chicago grabs the miss.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Jackson passes to Giannis. Back to Jackson. Passes to Barnes. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Porter.
Yeah, this is not a guy who draws a ton of fouls, but Barnes baits the defender that time.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
That's good from Barnes. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Barnes hits them both. Of course, you can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, the numbers would speak to this.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right. The terrific timing. Porter hanging around on the receiving end.
Nets trail by 5. Here's Caruso. And there's the pass to Jackson. Looking to get it going. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Jackson's got 10.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And Aldridge comes over to help. Here's Porzingis. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There is so much to love about Kristaps Porzingis. Over 7 feet, sweet shooting jumper, but aggression. This guy will back down from no one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Doris, Porzingis not only quick to adapt to the NBA game, but also the culture.
I think it helps, Kevin, that he got tutored in the English language starting in grade school. And think about it, Kevin. This man wore his hair in cornrows back then, emulating the NBA players he saw. So both linguistically, culturally, and basketball-wise, it wasn't too big an adjustment for him.
Timeout called the Nets. Nice game. Great performance by the Cobra.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. Number 1, the Bulls.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Bulls on D. Aldridge finds Barnes. Porter pulls it in.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Porzingis can't hit. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. Bulls have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the night. And finished off by Porter.
Don't let the slender frame fool you. Porter with the strength to finish through contact.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
At the line for the Bulls, 1 shot.
One shot.
And that one misses.
You guys look at a guy like Otto Porter, and it seems like he's coming into his own in this league. He scuffled a bit, certainly, in his first season, but a key piece for this group moving forward.
And that one's good. Caruso. Chicago leading by 6. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Here's DiVincenzo. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. On the clock. Here's Porter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Porter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Caruso. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Nobody near Barnes. And the 3 off target. Bulls have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the 3rd quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
The first one falls. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
The Cobra passes to DiVincenzo. Here's the Cobra. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Barnes. And again, no good by Chicago.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. And again, Chicago. No good. Nets trail by 6. And here's Giannis from outside. Passes it to the Cobra. Porzingis at the elbow. Bucket is good. Porzingis has got 10 points here in the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Giannis. Over in the corner, Barnes. That 3 off the mark.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's DiVincenzo. Gets himself open and drills it. And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Here's Jackson. Safety move.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And Reggie.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Aldridge. Porzingis with the block, and they're able to recover.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
The Nets making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And he sinks the second.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
They've got Michael Porter. Kristaps Porzingis is out there at Porter. And it's the Cobra. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. The Cobra, that shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Pass to Caruso. Kicks it to Barnes. Pass to Nunn. From deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Over to the left wing. Caruso, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lock at 6. Lots of room. And the jumper falls for him. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points here in just the second half. Porzingis passes to the Cobra. Back to Porzingis. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Oh, Porter in position. Porzingis kicks to Porter. Passes it to the Cobra. He pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. The Cobra's got 22.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the pass to Nunn. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Nunn. Down low. Here's Aldridge. Porzingis with the block. Ball's knocked loose. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Bulls leading by 18. Kicks to Porter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Right side Porzingis. Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by the Nets. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Caruso. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
And that one misses.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
No luck that time either. Chicago leading by 18. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Nunn passes to Giannis. Ripped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, Porter rises high to make sure that one's finished off nicely.
Timeout called, the Nets. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin. For me, it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Here's Aldridge. Here's Nunn. On the wing, Barnes. Over Porter. They get the rebound. And to Antetokounmpo. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Back to Porter. Poked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Nets trail by 20. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Aldridge kicks to Barnes. That's tipped. Pass to Nunn. There's the three. Here's Antetokounmpo. And finally, that one's good. Giannis has got 26 points. Chicago leading by 18. Here's the Cobra. DiVincenzo passes to the Cobra. To the inside. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, not too slim to mix it up inside. Nice work by Porter.
Here's Nunn. Now Giannis shoots from the elbow. Can't hit that one. Porter looking it over. The pass to the Cobra. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Nunn. Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Nets. Good on the second free throw.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunity.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Porter. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
And the rejection by Giannis. DiVincenzo passes to the Cobra. From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. The Cobra's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Bulls. Jackson deciding where to go with it, and the foul called on the Cobra. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Oh, picked up his fourth foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Here's Giannis. Another steal.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
On the wing, Porter. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that matchup with the Kings, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Here's Barnes. Here's Aldridge. Banked in off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Chicago calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game.
Our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Pass to Caruso. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. From 13, Chicago grabs the miss. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Jackson has the open look. Offensive rebound. And to Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago. 22 is their biggest lead.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Jackson with it, knocks it loose. To the middle, here's DiVincenzo. And no good that time. Good D by Barnes. To the inside. Porter pulls it in.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
And they'll keep possession. Stolen by Jackson. Over in the corner, Barnes. And a miss there on the triple.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
To Porzingis. Tipped away. On the wing, Porter. 4 on the clock. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, a former 5.
9 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Inside, passes to the Cobra. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. KP, balanced offensive effort tonight. What did you like about how you played?
I think we played as a team. We shared the ball, and it was a team effort today. And everybody was involved. Everybody was playing good offensively, and that's why we were able to come up with a win.
Really looking good at both ends tonight, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.